Go.
Hi, my name is Koes, and today I'm going to be talking to you about workplace ethics. This is for the junior seminar class, and I'm a senior in the COE department. The thing I'm going to be talking about today is ethics, what it is. We're also going to talk about some of the ethical behaviors that you commonly see, what people do, what's wrong, what isn't right, examples of common problems, sexism, racism. And then we're going to talk about why it's important to us. And then I'm going to, go over everything, make sure you guys have it all covered. First of all, what is ethics? Ethics is basically how you act in a group, and that's set by different groups. Different groups have different expectations. In a company, it could be professionalism. In a church group, it could be following your religious structures. It depends on how the group is set up and what the organization recommends. Okay, some of the things that I've seen as working over the years that are unethical are listed on the right-hand side, and some of them are. And the ones that I believe are correct are on the left, and people have backed it up, researchers backed it up. For example, coming to work 5 minutes early seems arbitrary, but when the company's paying you for the hourly wage and they pay you, you should be there for the duration, and 5 minutes early allows you to get situated and actually start your work. 5 minutes late, that's pretty obvious. Wearing a suit or a longer dress, that's not to say that different areas may require you to wear different things. But based on what's going on, you don't want to always just, wear risky clothing. It depends on what you're doing. So wearing a longer dress or wearing a suit is very professional, and you can't get in trouble for it if you offend the wrong type of person. Last thing, if you have a problem with someone, you don't just go up to them and immediately start harassing them or get in their face or say rude, abrupt things. What you should do is you should talk to human resources, talk it out, set up a personal request to talk to them, or maybe, do it in a more polite manner so nothing comes out of it and no harassment suits are filed. Here are the most common ethical problems that I can list. First off, we have working on projects that directly impact our religious beliefs. For example, say there's a technology that could cure HIV. However, the problem is it could target African Americans indirectly or anything like that. Now, you may believe religiously that we should not do things that can harm other people, which is fair. But what if it helps the greater majority? Now, that's where your religious beliefs come into play. Now, what do you do with that? Do you work on a project? Do you not work on it? That's up to you. But there's good approaches and there's bad approaches. Like I said, you can deal with it irrationally or rationally, and that's where ethics comes in. Next thing would be racism. Choosing a partner for a project, you have three choices. The African American is the smarter pick, and there's your friend who's white, or there's people. So many don't know who's white, and you, your faculty, are self-white. Now, if you choose a white person who does not have the merit, that is racism, especially if you don't know them. Now, if he's your friend, that's a little different, but you should still not pick based on your friends. That's also ethical as well. So racism is a huge problem among any company anywhere. Sexism is the next thing. It's pretty much the same thing. Choosing to neglect someone's advice, someone's interest, someone's knowledge based on their gender. They could be, in fact, smarter, but just because you portray them differently or other people portray them differently, they might be getting a different rap based on that. Finally is cell phone usage. This is becoming huge in the market right now. Everyone is on their smartphones for everything. Emails, games, internet, YouTube, you name it, they're on it. In the workplace, you'll see people sitting at their desk, but right behind their keyboard, underneath their chin, is their cell phone. They're not actually doing their work. They're probably waiting for something to load, making it look like they work like they're busy. And, that's a huge problem. You're not being paid to be on your cell phone, and, it's taken away from people's focus, job, performance, everything. So why is this important? Well, I've already gone over a little bit, but it's, like I said, it's defined by the company, and if they don't like that you're making the right ethical decisions based on the guidelines that they've been set, they could fire you. But pretty simple there. You could get in trouble with a coworker if you have the wandering eye syndrome. You could get in a sexual harassment lawsuit right there, just around work. It's all around us, and it's in everything we do. It's not just in the workplace. Okay, so I'm just going to go over everything we talked about. Ethics is how you should act and what you should do. If you do it correctly and you stay calm and you don't really do anything rash, or as long as you think about what you're doing you shouldn't have any trouble as long as you keep a positive approach to everything. It's all around us, and it could impact you for better or worse, depending on the situation you're in. Unless, when you have questions, or you have concern, or you have a problem with someone, or you just don't know what to do, talk to human resources. They're in every company, especially large or small, and they're important, and they have the degrees and everything that can help you with this problem. Do we have any questions?